Somebody had said, and I don't. This was an obscure YouTube channel, ones I've seen before. The guy, and this was like I had just lost it. Said, I can tell you right now, this movie will be better than The Dark Knight. And I turned off his fucking YouTube channel, and I'll never turn it on again. Never. I don't care how many viewers or subscribers you have. You're fucking wrong, sir. You are.
Dang.
You're so wrong. For even having that thought is idiotic and shows me that you are not a fan.
Yeah.
You are not a fan and have absolutely zero knowledge of how movies are made and what goes into them.
Yeah, it's...
To say that this movie is going to be better than The Dark Knight is crazy. And if that's your opinion, fine. Everybody's allowed to have their opinion.
Sure.
The Dark Knight, and I'm not going to go off on a Dark Knight tangent. The Dark Knight is not only one of the greatest comic book movies of all time, it is one of the greatest movies of all time.
Dang.
Not in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think it is. It's my favorite movie.
Yeah.
But you can go to higher ups that have been doing this and have an understanding and say this is just one of the greatest movies of all time. Not even a superhero movie or a Batman movie. It's one of the greatest films.
Because on a technical
level, this movie is like almost close to flawless.
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, this movie's fantastic. So for somebody to even say that is like bonkers to me. It's so crazy that somebody has that thought.
Right, and especially this early on.
You haven't seen the movie. You know nothing about this movie.
Yeah. And saw a trailer.
And people do it all the time.
Yeah.
People do it with sports. Oh, this kid coming out of, Florida's he's the next LeBron James. He's the next LeBron James. Yeah. So, like, I get that people do it.
They get hyped.
You get hyped. You get excited.
Right.
Everyone's adrenaline was running. That's awesome. But to say that,
you're like,
nothing. You know nothing. You know nothing to say that statement and then put it on the internet. I'll put up this whole rant. I am so confident that this movie will not even be close to what The Dark Knight is. Yeah. Not even close. No.
Okay. All right.
With that being said, there's spit everywhere.
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't have a sense of where this falls in.
I haven't even talked about the trailer yet.
I know.
This trailer looks awesome.
Okay.
It looks really cool. I'm really excited for this movie.
Okay.
This straight out of the comics. I don't give a shit where it's from.
Right.
To your point, I just want a good movie.
Yeah.
There was one scene in it. I'm like, oh, that's out of the comic book. Was when Batman and Catwoman are standing on the edge of the building.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yes, that's straight out of the comic books. I get that.
Right.
I'm more excited for Selena Kyle than I am for Batman in this movie.
Well, and
she looks cool.
She does.
She looks like Catwoman. She looks like Selena Kyle, and I'm like, whoa, that got me excited because I'm like, I don't really know. Is she gonna be good? Is she gonna be not? She looks good.
She does
I'm
look
excited.
good. Yeah.
She looks like Catwoman.
And I think you're right, though. I think that saying, like, people are using the phrase "it's straight out of the comics" as though that's elevating the movie, right? Like, but
doesn't affect me in any way. If the movie sucks,
it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't matter if your cinematographer was like, "Hey,"
and the cinematography looks great.
It looks fantastic.
This movie looks.
The cinematography looks great.
Really cool.
But it doesn't matter. And that's why I get frustrated. Straight out of the comics, that though that might be true and that might get you excited, it doesn't mean anything.
Correct.
For the movie.
Yes.
So don't use that as a positive to elevate your expectation.
Yes.
Like it's not. I know people are like, oh well, then they're handling the source material correctly. But it doesn't.
If the movie
doesn't
sucks,
mean that.
None of that matters.
Right. And because something can look like a comic and suck.
100%.
So it's not helping the conversation.
Yeah.
By saying
they want it to,
and because they want to say, well, if Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson understand the character, that's the only reason you would make decisions like this. But it doesn't mean that.
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson can be the greatest Batman
and
he
might be.
But the movie could still suck. Like
Yeah.
that again,
And
like
if it does, it doesn't matter how good he played the movie.
Right.
Because they're not going to keep doing it.
right, exactly.
And
but-
I
so-
am excited for Robert Pattinson. It took me a while to get there.
Yeah.
And I think this movie is going to be good. I love the shot at the end when it was upside
Yeah,
down. I'm
that
like,
was
this guy's it's like a he's going to go kill him. Like I know he's not, but like
Yeah.
I love the fact that you're afraid of this man.
Right.
This man is coming to pull your eyes out of your head.
Yeah. He's literally
And
beating
I
people.
love that.
Yeah.
And that's why I liked the first. I'm like, he beat the shit out of that guy.
Yeah. That
And I'm like,
first trailer.
we're getting that?
Yeah.
We're going to see a Batman that does that?
Set the-
Let's do it.
Yeah. Set the tone for
I'm
everything.
all for that.
Yeah. Me too.
And
to be clear.
and everyone was talking about, oh my God, they thought it was so funny when Colin Farrell was like, I got him. I knew he was coming out of the fire. What do you think? He's not going to come out of the fire?
That's what
Of course he is.
That's what I
That was the
mean.
most predictable. Was it cool? Of course it was.
Yeah, but
Boom. He came out, landed. What did you think was going to happen? He wasn't going to come
Yeah.
out. How was that your favorite part? The most predictable part of the entire trailer was oh my, of fucking course he was going to come out of the flames.
okay, but that's what I'm talking
But
about.
it was cool. I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm not knocking it. But when I get on and I watch it, like, I can't believe they did that. Oh my God.
I don't get that.
Of course, like, oh.
But what I'm saying, but again, that's what I'm talking about. They're like, it looks cool, but I'm like, but okay, but as
And the whole thing of him being in an alley and taking straight up fully automatic bullets. Okay, yes, but that's a little bit much.
it is.
This guy's just getting started with his tech, everything is, and you're saying he can from 6 different guys fully automatic weapons and be 100% fine? I know his suit is bulletproof.
but
It is. But you're just gonna. Someone's gonna take a fucking RPG and shoot him. He's gonna walk out.
but
This guy's human. He's not invincible. That was so over exaggerated. Was the scene cool? Of course it was.
But-
it was like all the flashes were lighting everything up. I thought it was awesome.
But-
that was too much.
it looked cool.
It looked awesome.
But how many times have we,
I'm
especially,
so hot.
but especially as DC fans, how many times are we burned by a movie? And this might be Zack Snyder's fault, but how many times are we burned by a movie that looks good, but is not written well?
Yeah.